Welcome to part 9 of Sonic Adventure, where we're in Lost World. I can't even do an intro without cocking something up, can I? Damn you, start. Anyway, this level's quite an interesting level actually. It's got one dickish part, but the rest of it's pretty cool.
I quite like this level.
What, the huge water area?
The snake. Yeah, the snake. I don't think anyone likes the snake, and it's worse on the Dreamcast one because the camera can be a bitch to you at times. Yeah. We're running. Ow. The control on the loop, it would be alright if you didn't keep crashing into things like pillars that keep coming out.
Don't worry, fire doesn't kill you instantly. Only water is the real danger here.
Yeah. I don't get how that works because it's like that in a lot of games, isn't it? That water is more lethal than fire.
Press this switch to raise the water level.
The snake. Oh dear. I don't like the snake.
It's an idea though, isn't it?
It's an interesting idea, but the amount of times that you can get thrown off by the awkward controls and the fact that you can't always see where you're going. Yeah. It's only. It
And
don't
at
take
that
too long.
point, it makes you think, is Sonic gonna drown?
Yeah. Yeah. It doesn't take too long, which is alright. But again, it's an interesting attempt at doing something. Just this time, it hasn't worked out too well. I reckon if they went for this kind of gameplay again, which it's actually quite rumoured that they are going to do a follow-up for SA2 now, but if they go with this kind of gameplay again, they'll probably be able to get it right. I just think because of the whole programming was quite primitive back here, it just didn't work as well as it could have. But anyway, let's carry on with the game. Oh, it's actually sod going around on the snake again. Another reason why I love the spin dash, I don't need to spend as long on the snake. But now I've got to wait for it because I missed it.
Yeah.
I don't want to try jumping at the tail because sometimes you might just fall and die, and then I'd have to do the whole thing again. Which is not fun.
Come back, Snake.
Come here.
Come on.
There we go. Let's not die.
Oh, I can't breathe.
Sonic be drowning.
Is the snake alive or safe?
I don't actually know.
Does
it just sort of float?
It's just there. There.
Yeah,
That's not alive, surely it's just a bit of like
Machinery, but
Let's
they've
check.
It's just
it's mystic shit.
Look how realistic that background looks.
Oh my god, you can tell that's a forest.
Yeah, I think this is meant to all be part of that massive tower thing that we saw Sonic falling his face in front of. I'm not convinced. You know, this is too big to fit into that one part. But well, you've got to be a creative artistic license for this thing, haven't you? Two ways you can go. And the gimmick here is you've got to line the light up with the mirrors. So light lights up your way, which is kind of interesting actually.
Yeah.
I don't want that because there's a light speed dash coming up. Yeah, for jumping sections that can be a tad unreliable.
Yeah.
There we go. What do you guys think of the Sonic Adventure 3 rumours at the moment?
I haven't seen any.
Because there's quite a lot going around, and I think it's a lot of wishful thinking more than anything.
Yeah.
But something recently happened which I think is kind of interesting. A couple of the promotion guys, I think it was, who started tweeting pictures of this Sonic doll with tickets to various places where they're holding conferences and that in reference to Sonic games, and one of the tweets was something like a new adventure in X, and I just think they're trying to play on people now. It must be so much fun working for Sonic Team and Sega because you control the fan base so much.
Yeah. And after they just went, don't worry, there won't be a Sonic 3 Adventure 3 because you already have one. 06.
Well, technically, Unleashed in Japan is known as Sonic World Adventure. So, to be honest, I would love it because, like, a lot of people, they say that 06 could be SA3 and Unleashed could be SA3. I would love it if they brought out a game and just called it Sonic Adventure 4 and just let the fan base bicker over which one was SF3.
Just annoy people. Yeah.
The Sonic team would just be sat there going, yes, fight puppets,
Yeah.
dance puppets, dance.
I remember talking to someone a little while ago about this, how I would love to work for Sega and be the guy who commissions new games just to troll the fan base to epic extents. So I know I'd have to have a remake of Sonic 1 with modern Sonic as a character, but the story's a bit bland, so I know, let's have time travel in it.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. I know, actually, just having Sonic as a playable character is a bit bland. I reckon we should also have Cream the Rabbit and Big the Cat.
No.
Actually, does Sonic need to be playable at all?
You'll have like death threats, man.
A little while back, I know Roger Craig Smith got a few death threats for his interpretation of Sonic. Something that Jason Griffith did back when he was doing Sonic is he used to get like death threats and personal abuse and stuff messages through on a near daily basis, and what he made a point of doing was he replied to every single one of them saying something along the lines of "Thank you for your input, I'll take it into account." And I just think, what a legend. That's the best way to cope with people like that.
Go die. Thank you for your input. I will take it into account. I appreciate your concerns.
But that wasn't just like a copy paste to everyone. He would just write out message like, because that was when MySpace was a thing when he first came in, and he'd get loads of posts on his MySpace wall saying "you're shit, you should die" and all that. And he just went,
a character.
yeah, and he just responded to it the most mature way you could do. But I think because that was the first voice change in the main series, I think all the cough twats just took more offence to it than they have in previous times. Anyway, here's the mule.
Hey!
Chaos.
Whoa.
Doesn't he look like a band?
Yeah, it's pretty menacing.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so cute. Can I keep it? Can I keep it?
What a wonderful pet to have.
Let's keep it in a chow garden.
Well, it is said to be a mutated chow, so that makes sense.
Yeah. It's the first of these kind of flashback sort of hallucination
What's
scenes.
this place?
And doesn't Sonic's bracelet look so out of place here?
This is really
It goes back to it.
Yeah.
Because it's obvious that they've added the lighting effect to everything but the bracelet. It just looks so ridiculous. Anyway, this is the backstory behind why Chaos is the way he is, or something like that. Yeah.
Chows are dead.
They're not dead, they're sleeping. It's a kid's game.
Yeah, of course. Yes, they're sleeping children. Whatever.
You know when it happens when things don't die, but they just go to sleep and then they go to your relative in a faraway land. I remember this dog I had when I was a baby that went to sleep one day, then he went to the vet, and then afterwards he went to live with my cousin. Anyway, this is Sonic.
You horrible person.
This is Sonic recovering from his trip.
What was that about?
Acid trip.
Yeah.
I think I'm dreaming here.
I was so high, dude. I saw cows and fire.
And there was this guy with a weed leaf for a head.
Yeah. Eggman's off.
What's he doing here? Oh, never mind. This time I'll get him good.
Didn't you say that last time?
Yeah.
And the time before that?
It's lost the meaning now.
Yeah.
If anything, Sonic keeps getting opportunities to kill Eggman. Why doesn't he?
Was Sonic kill Eggman?
I don't know.
It'd be fun.
You won't kill. What fun? You can't kill Eggman. It's just. He'd be the bad
Yeah,
guy.
we've got some nice cameos. We've got Mecha Sonic from Sonic 2.
And Metal
Yeah,
Sonic.
Metal Sonic from Sonic
When I
2D.
saw them, I was just like, oh my god.
I like how they've done these.
Bitches.
I like how they've done these little shout-outs.
Yeah.
Puzzle time.
I did this really quickly.
I didn't.
Because you're special.
I know.
Sometimes they're quick, sometimes it takes quite a while.
Yeah, I still don't know what the pattern is that you have to do.
Nah,
I just did it randomly.
Yeah. You've got to get all of them yellow to open the door, so easier said than done though. Come on.
It's like each light you turn on, depending on whether the lights next to it are on and off, they'll turn on and off. On or off.
I just love how in maybe 13, 14 years I've been playing this game, I haven't once just gone onto Game Facts and looked up what the pattern is. There we go. And it's open.
Yeah, but if then you go back and run across those lights again, it will close up and then you're fucked up again.
Yeah.